Hello from southern Thailand, and I haven't done anything on this channel for quite a long time, and there are reasons for that. With YouTube, ideally you want to be doing content that you enjoy doing, that other people find interesting, and content that earns you a bit of money. And with this channel, it's really only 1 out of 3. I enjoy the language stuff in Thailand. Very few people find it interesting. The view count per day on this channel is like in single digits, and consequently I get no money, so I don't really have any incentive to do stuff on this channel. However, just recently a couple of people have started following my tutorials, and they seem to find it useful, and that motivates me to do more. There's still no money, but I don't think there will ever be any money on this channel. So just recently I've been very busy, and it's been quite a difficult time. It's been very wet, there's been lots of rain, big storms, flooding. Just as that finished, my son was admitted to hospital with quite a serious problem, and today I've just got a few hours spare, so I thought I'd take a walk around and see what I can find. I'm not going anywhere in particular. I don't know what I'm going to find. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but we'll see what happens in the next few minutes. This is a little shop selling drinks, and here's the menu, just in Thai. So at the top we've got cha yen, boran, and cha is tea, yen is cold, and boran is sort of traditional. And below that, cha manao, cha tea manao lemon, it's a lemon tea. Coco yen, that's cocoa, so cold cocoa. This one here, espresso. Below that is cappuccino, mocha, latte, and here cha kiao nom yen. So cha tea, kiao green, nom milk, yen cold, and this one Italian soda. There are different reasons for wanting to learn Thai. I just think it's important, if you go to live in another country permanently, that you should make an effort with the language. I just can't understand why anyone wouldn't do that. So that's one reason. Where I am, down in Songkhla province, it's something of a necessity as well, because there aren't that many Western tourists. There's a lot of Malaysian and Singaporean tourists, but they speak mainly like the Malaysian language or Chinese. So here there's not a great deal of English, so it's quite important to be able to read some Thai. If you're somewhere in Thailand where there are more Western foreigners than Thais, there's not going to be that same necessity. There's going to be a lot of English anyway. If you want to learn, I would advise trying to find places that just have Thai, no English, or if there's a dual language menu, just look at the Thai side of the menu and try and practice that way. The first word in this yellow sign here has different meanings in Thai. Rup. So it can mean sort of to collect. So this afternoon I will buy rablu. I will go to collect my son from school. In this context, it also means that to offer something. So rap son pasa angret. So son is to teach, pasa language, and angret. So the place here that's advertising offers to teach the English language. If you've been through my online tutorials or my YouTube tutorials, you'll know that I absolutely hate transliteration, and there are many reasons for that. And my view on translation is that it's a necessary evil. You know, if you have 40 million tourists coming to Thailand a year and they go to an airport and everything's only in Thai, it'll be chaos. So you've got to have some form of transliteration. But as a learning aid, it's not fit for purpose. So we've got a sign here. Now what you're going to tend to do with transliteration is that you'll see a transliterated word and you'll think of a word in your own language and you'll make that word rhyme. Okay, so this word here, T-A-L-A-D, if you put an S on the front, it becomes salad. That's healthy food. So you might expect this to sound like talad, and you start talking about talad. Right. If we look at the Thai word, it's these 4 characters here. So Bo Tao, Lo Ling, Sara A, and Do Dek. So what we've got, this Do Tao, it's like in between a D and a T. We've got no written vowel, but there is an implied vowel after the Do Tao. So like that. And then the second syllable, Lo Ling, it starts with an L. It's got the long R sound, and Do Dek here is a final consonant. So as an initial consonant, this Do Dek makes a D sound, D for dog. But as a final consonant, it makes an unreleased T sounds. So that becomes like la, la. So that la. It means market. And that la sounds nothing like talad. So I really, really, really hate transliteration. As I mentioned earlier, I've been waiting about a month to find an opportunity to do this video. And the moment I do, my throat starts hurting. I've got quite a sore throat. So if my voice starts to crack up, you'll know why. In fact, I'll probably go into a convenience store and try and get some Fisherman's Friends or something to help my throat. And once I get across this road, I'm going to start walking towards downtown Hat Yai. With the Thai language, you never stop learning. So at the moment, I'm at a shop that does signs, and I've got a problem that when I order stuff online and it gets delivered, if I'm not at home, they just throw it over the gate. And I've had this done with like computer motherboards and other delicate stuff. So what we're doing is making a little sign saying if there's no one at home, just leave it with the security guard. And with Thailand, these polite particles, the krup and ka, for men and women, are quite important. So because I'm ordering it, I thought at the end I put krup because I'm a man. What the guy has told me is that can sound a little bit, sort of aggressive. So it is better to use the female polite particle and put ka on the end. Let's take a look at my new sign. And what I need to add is that polite language is very, very important in Thailand. So when you're talking to someone, don't forget your krups and your cars. That's very important. And there's some other words that make language a bit softer, politer. So if you ask someone to get something for you or do something for you, if you just add noi at the end, that makes it softer. And this word here is another word to make things softer. This is rob guan, which means to disturb. It's a bit like in English. If you ask someone, like, would you mind? Or if you're Sergeant Wilson on Dad's Army, would you mind awfully? It just, it's unnecessary, but it makes the request more polite. So rob guan, like, that's just like disturb, that's politeness. Panak ngan, like panak ngan is like sort of a staff and an employee. Con song, con people, song send, deliver. So it's like addressing it to the person who's sending goods. Ta, if. Mai mi con, if there's no people. Rup, to receive. Yuban, if there's no one to receive the parcel at the house. Rob Gorn, they've used it again. Fa is like to deposit. Kong, Kong just things, whatever you're delivering. Fa Kong. YT, just like leave at. Pom. Pom is actually my wife's name. That's a Thai nickname. But Pom is also like a little security guard's hut. And Yam is the security. So Pom Yam is the security guard's hut. And then just again to make it polite, na ka. And this is what I was saying earlier, that if I'd used krap, like the polite particle for men, that would have been a bit aggressive. So he says better to use ka. So that's my new sign. Now, the only thing now is to see if it works. Because I suspect that if I get another delivery of a delicate item and I'm not at home, they'll just throw it over the gate again, but we shall see. By the way, I didn't choose the wording on the sign. You need to be very proficient with language to understand all the nuances of language. And if I'd chosen the words myself, it would have probably sounded quite aggressive and rude. So I just explained to the guys what I wanted, what the issue was that I had, and let them decide on the most appropriate words. There's so many great things about living in Thailand, and if I was back in my home city in the UK, I wouldn't even know where to go to get a sign made like that. It's so easy here. That's one of several shops that make signs. And the same with photo frames. There's several shops in town that make picture frames. Very easy to get. And back in my hometown, the UK, I don't think there's anywhere that makes picture frames. So some things here are very, very easy. Hello once again. And about 3 weeks has elapsed since I started making this video, down to health reasons. My son had a medical emergency in December, and me and my wife were doing 12-hour shifts at the hospital. He's okay now. He's back at school, and I've been quite sick the last couple of weeks for a bad throat and chest, so I still haven't really gotten over it. And today I'm planning to continue where I left off last time, and hopefully we'll finish this video. This is roughly where I got to last time, before I got an emergency call saying that my son had a problem at school and I needed to pick him up, so I had to abandon the video. That was about 3 weeks ago, and today's quite different. I've read that around 500,000 Malaysians decided to visit Hat Yai over the Christmas period. So a few weeks ago, this area was just teeming with Malaysian tourists. A lot of them have gone home now, or are about to go home, so it's a lot quieter. And I'm just walking towards downtown Hat Yai. We'll have a look around that area and see what signs we can find. A lot of shops were closed over New Year. This one opens tomorrow. So here we have the word for open, which is but. If it didn't have this Sarah A at the front, it will be bit, which means closed. So 3, and Morma Kor Kwai is the abbreviation for Mokarakom, which is January. And one of the nice things about Thai is you don't have to remember which months have got 30 days, which have got 31. All the months with 31 days end with kom, it's Kor Kwai. And all the months with 30 days end with yon, like September, which is Ganya yon. I apologise about my voice. As I say, for about 2 weeks now, I've had this really nasty throat. It started off very painful. Once the pain had gone, it's just left me sort of very congested, and it still hasn't gone entirely, but I'll do my best. I've previously heard Bangkok described as a city of condos and shopping malls, Well, Hat Yai is like a city of hotels and massage shops. And one of the main reasons that Malaysians and Singaporeans come here is for cheap massage. You know, massage is quite expensive in those countries. Here you can get a body massage or a foot massage for about $6 US. So obviously the massage shops have had a very good December, and now it's all gone quiet, but they still want the business. So every shop I pass by, because I'm a foreigner, they trying to get me into their shop for a massage, and I'm not interested today. This sign is for a room to rent, and it's going to be of interest to foreigners. So I don't know why they've not made an effort to translate it into English, because most of the Malaysians and Singaporeans won't be able to read any of this. So, Hall Park. Hall is like a sort of big room, and like Pak is to rest or to stay. So Hong Pak or Hall Park is like a room to stay. And the yellow writing is just downtown that's been transliterated into Thai. So here, Hong Air, which means a room with air conditioning. This word here is an English word transliterated into Thai. It's furniture. Crop is sort of complete, so you get everything. Wi-Fi. And this is another English word transliterated into Thai. This is free Wi-Fi. Nam Doom, like drinking water, free. Glong Wong John Pit is CCTV, so some security.
Parcel is door. The next word is an English word, scan, transliterated into Thai. Scan nil. Nil is finger. So for this door, you don't need a key. You just have to scan your finger.
There's an English word here, so you know what the service is, but sometimes there isn't an English word. So if you're looking for somewhere to get your clothes clean, this is a laundry. So it's three words. So sak is like to wash clothes. There's different words depending on what you want to wash. If you want to wash your hands, it'll be like lang mu. And if you want to wash your hair, it's sak pom. Op, it means to like bake or roast. In this context, it means to dry. And rit is to iron. And the name of the person who runs the laundry is Phon, which means rain. This is the central tourist district of Hat Yai, and there are lots and lots of tourists visit from Malaysia and Singapore, so therefore there's quite a bit of English. The further away you go from the tourist areas, the less English. So if you're only planning to come to places like this, no real need to learn any Thai. If you want to be a bit adventurous and go off the beaten track, away from the tourists, then it really does help to know some Thai. In the first part of the video, I got a sign made, and I was saying how easy it is to get that sort of thing done in Thailand. And I also mentioned photo frames. If you want something framed, it's really easy. And this is one of the photo frame shops. It's a big place. Lots and lots of different styles of frames, and they can make whatever you want. It's really useful at times. Here's an example of what I was saying about the word to wash things. So for clothes, it's sak pa, and shampoo, like wash hair, it's this word, sak pom. And wash your hands is lang mu. And they also use lang, as in sort of to wash hands, for other meanings as well. So if they're doing like a stock clearance, they lang stock. And if they want to delete everything on a computer, start afresh, they also use the word lang, which is a bit confusing. If you have a motorbike in Thailand, sometimes you're going to need to get it repaired. So you could come to a place like this. So just next to the 43 is Hat Yai, which is spares, and then Borigan, which is service. So spares and service. Over here, I think I mentioned before, this word rup is like, it has many meanings. It means to collect something, or it means to offer a service. And som is like to repair. So this place will service your bike, repair your bike, and sell you spare parts. And the word in red underneath is multi-sai. So it's just the English word transliterated into Thai. Again, because we're in a very touristy area, most of the signs will have some English, but outside the tourist areas they won't. So here, mi, which is have, hong, which is room, wang, which is available, hai chow for rent. So if you're looking for a room to stay, this place has rooms available to rent. A lot of the massage shops will have signs saying this. So I'm looking at the bottom line, which says nuat, which is massage, and pua, which is for, and sukhapap, health. So massage for health. I'm now doing my video in a toilet because there's an example of the word to wash if you're washing hands. So lang mu. Once again, I have to apologise for my voice. It just seems to be getting worse as I talk more. There's a collection point here for parcels. So this sign says dong. That's sort of you need to. Sadang, show. But is card. Prajam tua or pracha chom. This is like the Thai ID card. Gone, before, rap, collect, pasadu, parcel. Tuk krang, every time. And here is an example of that word, rap, again. We saw that when there's a service being offered, like a repair service. So like, rap, som. And in this context, it means to collect, rap pasadu, collect parcel. Here's another sign for a guest house. So the top in the yellow writing, hong pak, like a restroom. Yisipsi 24, then Cho Chang Mo Ma is abbreviation for Shua Mong, which is hours. So it's open 24 hours a day. And then 300 baht. Patlom, so that's just a room with a fan. And then underneath that, 390 baht for air, a room with air conditioning. Making this video has been a real ordeal. As I say, I started about 3 weeks ago and I had to abandon it because of problems with my son. And today I was determined to finish it. And today I'm really having problems with my throat. It's getting to the point now where I can hardly speak. So I think I'm going to wrap the video up. And once I feel better, I'll get out on the streets again and try to do a better video. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, please leave them below and I'll try to get back to you.